What is up, YouTube? Tony here with another video, and this video is YouTube comments of the day. So what I'm about to do in this video is I'm going to try to answer, some of the questions I get on YouTube, and I'm going to try to show you guys, the questions that I'm being asked and stuff like that. So in this video, I'm just going to try to answer, all my YouTube comments of the day. So today's comment is by Hydro, and he asked me, how is the phone doing now? I just ordered one and I'm wondering if there are any huge issues or defects I should know about. How is the headphone jack and earpiece speaker? Well, he's talking about the Honor 5X, which is a pretty good device. I no longer have that device, but when I did have that device, I had no issues with it. It was actually very functional. The headphone jack was, pretty sturdy. No issues with the earpiece or anything. So I'm going to say that the Honor 5X is a great device, and I had no issues with it. And the second question is for Miguel11691, and he says, looks like the second time around the Moto G4 wins. Better RAM management, but that's always been for Motorola phones. He's talking about a speed test I did with the ZMAX Pro versus the Moto G4. I believe that they were both the same. They were both pretty even on that speed test, and that's just my opinion. And then we get another comment by Jaden Roman. He says, great videos, by the way. So thank you, Jaden, for your comment. I appreciate that. I did respond to him. I try to respond to everyone that comments on my videos. Let's try and get one that I didn't respond to. And BK94541, he or she says, I'm looking for one for Samsung Note 7. I know the phone's going to release by 19 in 2 weeks, but I can't find anywhere about gonna be one for pre-order or what. I don't know what the hell he's trying to say, but he's talking about this Ultimate S7 Edge case that I did a while back, and that actually that video got over 200,000 views, so it did real well. And I'm not sure if they are going to make one for the Note 7 or if they even have one for the Note 7. So sorry about that. Next question is Matthew Garabandit. Do you notice the device heating up quickly in any similar to the Moto G4? Thanks in advance. And he's talking about the ZMAX Pro. Overheating issues? I have not experienced any overheating issues on this device. I have experienced some on the Moto G4 when I use the camera. When I'm playing games, I'm fine, but when I use the camera, it just overheats, and the camera actually shuts down and crashes. So there's a huge flaw on the Moto G4 in my experience. It ain't a good thing. So the next question is Vizio. He says, can I get this phone for $100 even though I've been with Metro for quite some time? The only downside for me is that it doesn't support 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi, but 2 gigahertz, 2.4 you mean, isn't that bad. I have no issue with the Wi-Fi 2.4 gigahertz, no issues at all. I actually do have 5 gigahertz, but I never use it. I think my son uses it for gaming, but I have no issues with the Wi-Fi. The Wi-Fi is fine on 2.4 gigahertz, if that answers your question. And Sushi, whatever the heck, great video, like friend. Thank you very much. I appreciate your comment. Tony Reeves, I got my unlock in 15 minutes. Awesome. He just watched my unlock video for the ZTE ZMAX Pro. And I pretty much demonstrate how to unlock your device. And there is Jose Santana 319. He says, amazing value with the ZTE ZMAX Pro. I agree that the ZTE is the king of budget phones. Well, I also agree with you, and I did comment on Jose. Shout out to Jose Santana. He's a pretty good friend of mine on Google Plus and on YouTube. And I appreciate your comment, and I do believe that the ZTE ZMAX Pro cannot be touched right now as far as price point and as far as what you're getting for that price point. I think it's just an unbeatable device right now, and it's my favorite device in 2016 so far. Marcus Belivus, he says, I am 6 days in the plan and already used 105 gigabytes. He's talking about a video that I made. Wow, this video is actually a few years old, and it actually demonstrated how to re-enable throttled data. So like if you had throttled data, and for instance T-Mobile has throttled data where they actually, once you hit a certain amount of data, there's actually a cap and it just slows down at edge speeds. Well, in this video that he's talking about, I actually demonstrated how you can re-enable high speed back again. And it did work for a little while, and then T-Mobile caught onto it. And I believe it still works for some on different carriers, not on all carriers. So if that answers your question, let me see who that was. I hope I answered your question there. And moving on to the next question. That was Mark and Stephen McClashlin. He says, my friend has one like this for the S6 Edge, and we keep saying that his phone is ready for nuclear warfare. That's a funny comment. He's talking about the Ultimate S7 Edge case. Yeah, that case is just a beast. It's a huge case. That ain't for everybody. That case was actually sent to me for review, and I actually reviewed it, and I used it for about a week before I gave it away to one of my subscribers. But the case it ain't for everyone. So it was too heavy for me and just too big. So I couldn't, it was just sitting around. I wasn't using it, so I gave it away. And next comment is Internet News and Reviews. I've seen that name before. I think there's a YouTube channel. Okay. Did a cam test versus Pro versus J7 versus Stylo 2. Wow, that's awesome. You're saying, are you asking me to do a test, or are you saying you did a test? Okay, next question is Kettle Uranite. Nice case. Is it heavy? I think I answered it. It's very heavy. Courtney Vegan. Does it get hot with playing videos? The LG Stylo 2 Plus, no. I used it for, I did a lot of video, YouTube. I watched a lot of YouTube videos with the LG Stylo 2 Plus, and I had no issues with overheating at all. I didn't play a lot of games, but I did watch a lot of YouTube videos. The display is just beautiful, and it didn't heat up for me. So David Harrell comments, got mines for $39. He's talking about the ZTE ZMAX Pro from Metro PCS. So if you port your number from another carrier, you will get the device either free or like $39. I haven't really read into that, but I heard they were doing some really good deals. I got mine for $99, and it's still a good deal. Okay, so my next comment goes to Jake Wiltshire, and his question is, in all honesty, can you tell me how the battery life is and how long it can last? I heard it can last the whole day, but just in your video. Okay, well, it depends. The Blue Vivo 5 actually has great battery life. I believe I had a 3000 milliamp battery. I may be mistaken. And the battery life, I am a real heavy user, and the battery life lasted me all day. So no complaints on the battery life for me. I no longer had the device, but when I did have it, I had no battery life issues whatsoever with it. But now I believe it upgraded to Marshmallow, so it may be even better. So yeah, that answers your question. And Gaurav Rai, he asked the question, how do you have the gallery app in your phone? Moto G4 Plus doesn't have gallery. Okay, well, I sideloaded the gallery app, and if you're interested in that, you need to hit me up on Google Plus. No, Hangouts. Hit me up on Hangouts. PM me, and I'll send you my my Google Drive link to that gallery, so you can install it on your phone. It's real easy to install. Okay, Toxic Monkey says, why do you need such a case for that phone? Do you go hiking with it or what? Once again, the Ultimate S7 Edge case video is just, it's never ending. I get bombarded with questions, and I hate the case and this and that, and I try to answer, as best I can, but the case was just a review unit that was sent to me for me to review and me to give you guys my opinion on it. I did like the case. I thought the case was an awesome case. It was just too big and too heavy for me. Donald Brooks. What's the song called? I have no idea. Self-modded 1871. Love this phone. I got it August 1st. The battery lasted so long with heavy usage. The battery lasted for 8 days till I had to charge it. I'm over impressed with this phone. Well, yes, the Z Max Pro is definitely something to be very impressed with, because at the price point that it comes in and what you're getting for that price point is just an amazing device all around. And if anybody was looking for, I'm not going to say a budget device, because this phone actually keeps up with flagships. If you haven't seen Jay Will's video, or if you don't follow J.Williams, he has a video out where he compares them to today's flagships. And the Z Max Pro is no slouch. It actually keeps up with all them devices. It may be like a second behind, but it's not something that, it's something to think about, because it's just like maybe half a second or a second behind as far as opening applications. Is that worth an extra $300? Think about that. You get real good value for the Z Max Pro, and it's my favorite device this year so far. Panama Black. How can you best unlock this phone? Anyone? I do have an unlock video for this particular phone, the ZTE Z Max Pro. Check it out. And Panama Black, he asks again, great video, nice looking cell. I have the Moto 4, and this has it has the same specs. Yeah, they're both the same. They both have the same specs, but the ZTE Z Max Pro, in my own experience, this is just my experience with it, seems to run a little bit better. I don't know why, but it just seems to run a little bit more smoother, and I don't have issues with the camera heating up the device or anything like that. So my advice would be go with the Z Max Pro. Bo says, nice video, bro. Thank you. Chauvinist King, can you go live on Facebook with this phone? Z Max Pro? Yes, you can. Thomas William Lewis, he says, what is the name of the clock? Okay, the clock, I get a lot of questions on that too. The clock widget that I use on the Z Max Pro and on my Motorola G4 is Command Center. It's Moto Command Center. I do have the APK for that. Hit me up on Hangouts and I'll link you to the APK. Next question, Rick Fernandez. It is a great phone. I highly recommend it too. Kimberly Young says, fantastic. Thank you, Kimberly. Paul Tech, another awesome YouTuber who always supports me in my YouTube videos. I always support him in his YouTube videos. He does great YouTube videos. If you haven't subscribed to Paul Tech, check him out. Subscribe to him. Great dude. And the next one is Carly Johnson. How do you get, okay, I already answered that. That's the Moto clock. And Will H is another YouTuber. He's a real awesome guy. He also does pretty good YouTube content. And I recommend you check his channel out too. Real awesome dude. He always supports me, and I'll support him too on his videos. And Sector Sounds is he's a pretty awesome kid right there, man. He makes some music that I use on my YouTube videos. A lot of my YouTube videos, I use music from Sector Sounds. He makes his own music, so there's no copyright issues or anything like that. And yeah, check out his channel. Subscribe to Sector Sounds. Also, he does some real good music. Hit him up. Just hit on search him on YouTube, and you'll see his channel there, and you can subscribe. LaShawn M, homeboy, what's up? He says, bro, video Nice, you got there. Thank you, man. He's another supporter. Awesome guy. Don Bragg. That's huge. Sweet video from a phone of good value. Definitely. ZMAX Pro. You know, a lot of comments. I get bombarded with comments for the ZMAX Pro. That device is just on fire right now. Marcus Cotto. He is, I think what did he ask me? Marcus Cotto. I didn't mean to hit your channel up, but come on. Okay, well, since I already exited out of the video, I'm going to go ahead and end it right there. I did answer some YouTube comments. I'll try to make these videos like on a daily basis because I get so bombarded with comments that I think I should just put them all in the video and just, you know, verbally respond to them. I think it's less time consuming to me. And I could make a video, you know, and post it on YouTube so you guys can also read the comments. So yeah, anyways, I'm going to go ahead and end it right here. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace out.